Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kelvin Hagen here, filling in on this Saturday morning. Uh, no notice, just wasn't somebody available for this slot, so I stepped in. And it is my joy to be here. I just quickly, just now, found out I was doing, I could do, I was, found out I get to do this. And I put in love or fear, my choice. I just popped into my head as the topic for my discussion this morning and my prayer. I think it's a pretty good topic for that. How are you all doing? So I'm watching to see who's coming on. See who's coming on here. Let's see. Somebody's on there. I don't have any comments, but I see it says I got some viewers, so it means my Facebook's working, I think. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick up my phone, and I'm going to go onto my Facebook on my phone here, and I'm going to share this prayer time onto my page. And like I like to remind folks, it's a wonderful feeling when you find out that somebody found agape, found the spirituality of oneness, the truth, these truths. Just because all I did is share a prayer from the agape page onto my page, and somebody who happened to see my algorithm pop it up, saw it, found it, and is now a regular person attending agape services online and sometimes in person. It is such a cool thing. So I invite you to share it onto your wall as well, and make sure it went onto my wall here. There it is. Love or fear? My choice. Choice. People don't often think of that as a choice. But I'm here to tell you, it's absolutely a choice. And fear, and I'm not talking about animal survival instinct fear. I'm talking about the fear we deal with and live with every day, that we create between our own two ears, and we think is being thrust on us, and that we have to be afraid. Heck, I've had people say, if you're not afraid right now, you're insane. Well, no, I'll say if I'm not aware right now, I might be a little, it might be kind of sad. I don't know if it's insane, but you know, so rather than being afraid, I choose to be aware. I choose to be aware of what's going on in the world. I choose to be aware of what's going on around me. But I choose not to wallow in fear and allow it to dictate who and whose I am. So let's see who's coming in here. Kaylee. Kaylee with a good now. Yes. Hi, Suzanne. Portia. Portia's here from Oregon. Pippin. Lenoris. Good morning. Manhattan Beach. Folks are flowing on in. Well, this spot, I guess nobody's taken up the every other Saturday morning yet. And many Saturdays I'm able to do it, so I've been stepping in. Usually don't know till the last minute, of course. Good morning, Narissa. Right here in LA. Blessings. I had a little time this morning at 8 o'clock. I could jump on the prayer. And I go from this to a few minutes, and then I get into a prac meeting that I have to leave early because my class that I'm teaching starts at 10 o'clock. So it's a busy, spiritually filled morning for me, and I'm so blessed to be able to live it. So let's take a moment. Like my book club right now, we're doing the book Living Without Fear, and I love this book. It's Ernest Holmes, and one of the founders of modern New Thought, ageless wisdom, ancient wisdom, ageless wisdom. It's pretty amazing. So, living without fear, choices. You know, let me think about what's going on in the world right now. Our news, the social media, and so many different things. It's really designed specifically. That's right. Yeah. It's designed specifically to put us into a state of fear. So, what is this fear state that we're put into? Is it something that's real? Or is it something that we create and make real in our own life through the laws through the laws, period. The universal principles. So, if we want, if stuff's going on in the world and we choose to see the world in a way that is what the world is, and that is the world is hate, the world is anger, the world is violence, we're ignoring all the other stuff that's going on in the world. So which one do you choose? You see, because the laws work in the way that where we put our energy is what we co-create with God. Simple as that. God is the power, and we co-create by igniting, by directing that power to bring us exactly where we're putting our energy. So many people, and I see them everywhere. I see them in leadership positions. I see them I see spiritual teachers. I see people all over the place that are just wallowing in the fear of what's going on and forgetting that where we put all our energy is where we're going to get what we get. So if I spend all of my time, or most of my time, in fear, whether that's fear as anger, fear as sadness, fear as anxiety, fear as worry, if I focus on the things that are bringing me that fear, well, that's not bringing me the fear. I'm creating the fear. And where I put my focus is what I'm creating in the world. So, this week, how much time did I spend in positive action and positive thoughts? And how much of my time did I spend in fear about where the world's going and what it's doing? Because here's the thing, people. This is an absolute. God is. God is this wonderful kitty I'm holding. God is the ground beneath my feet. God is the everything. Think about that a minute, right? Because if God is everything, there is no thing outside of God, and God is love, then everything on some level is love. And the way I have found to not get caught up in the fear while still participating in the world is through gratitude. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all the things taking place in the world, knowing that everything taking place in the world today is building a more compassionate now for later. As we look at this world, and we look at the great upheavals in the world and in societies, in history, virtually after every single one of them, compassion levels and the vibration of the world raised up. It didn't raise up because somebody did something ugly and hateful. It raised up because the people of the world see what's taking place and become more aware. Not more afraid, more aware. How aware are you of your world around you? I mean, it's as simple as, how aware are you of where you put your feet when you're walking? How aware are you of whether or not you're reacting from fear or you're responding with love? So people, make no mistake. If we want to have a more loving, compassionate world, then that's what we need to see, because it's everywhere. There is so much more love and joy and good happening on this planet than there is things for us to fear. And if God is everything, and God is all there is, then even the things that are out there that we see and label as bad, ugly, violent, whatever, even those things are God working for us and not against us. So choose love. Choose love over fear. Next time you go out anywhere, look at a parent with their kids. Look at a child or anybody with their dog. Look at a tree blooming with a flower. Look at a lizard standing out in the sun, warming its body. If you want to know that there's love in this world, open your eyes. Just open your eyes. Okay. I just need to take a breath right there and feel the love. So let me go into a few of these comments and the prayers. Any prayer requests you have, whatever you are affirming for your life today, please feel free to put it over there in the comments. Where you're from, whether you just want to say hi. It's all good. Hello, Deborah, Zane. One with the one and one for all. Whatever that went. Okay, they're all moving around. Allowing good and only good in my vortex. Yes. Knowing it's all good. Gratitude for everything. Health, wholeness, healing. Nicole, hello. Tahita, hello. Christina, I choose to see God in everything. Good, because God sees you from everything. Continued prayer for healing and wholeness in my mother's body temple. Yes, Lenoris. You're welcome, Kay. It's my joy to be able to be doing this. It does put a little wrinkle in my morning schedule, but nothing that I can't handle. Hello. Okay. Hi, Pippin. All right. So, let me pray us here. Pray us in. Let's pray. Let's pray for living in the love, right? Living in the love. Hi, Eden. Nice to have you here. Bradley, welcome. And we'll see you in a couple hours as well. I affirm to feel the love surrounding. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let's take a moment here and do one of my easy peasy threesies. We're going to take 3 breaths to now. Okay? We're going to take a full deep breath in. We're going to hold it for a few seconds and allow that to set. And then we're going to take and let it out. Let it out slowly, but let it all out. And then let it sit for a few seconds. And then take another one in. We're going to do 3 breaths like that. And I want you to really feel how you feel after those breaths and during those breaths and what pops up and what you free up inside of you in those moments. I find what frees up in me is a joyful now presence. So, you all ready? Here we go. Oh, I feel that. I feel the gratitude. I feel the gratitude for this day, for getting to be here for another day. I am grateful that I get to jump on this prayer line here and to be here with the folks that count on this in their morning for part of their daily practice. I am grateful for the breath that I take. I'm grateful for all my clients. I am grateful for all the people that are studying with me in the class I'm going through. I'm grateful for all the teachers that I get to learn from. I am grateful to know that everyone, everywhere are my teachers. I am grateful for the teachers in my life, for each and every moment. I am especially grateful right here, right now, for the challenging moments, for the moments that seem designed to get me running and cowering in fear. I am grateful for these moments as they too are lifting my awareness of the love that is God on this earth. I'm grateful for all of this, knowing that all of this is the only thing there is. This is it. No spot where it is not. God is. God is all, everywhere, everything. And God is perfect. Always. Knowing this. Knowing that God is everything. Knowing I am part of everything. God is what I am. I am the complete love of God. You are, we are the complete love of God. And all that God is, all the love, all the knowledge, all the abundance that God is, I am, you are, we are. How beautiful that is. So as we move forward this morning right now, I am just going to reassert, and declare the perfect love of God as my life. I move forward choosing to swim in the waters of love and not be pulled aside into into the depths of despair from the fear that wants to control me. I choose love. So as I move forward, and I know each and every one of us have different things that we're focusing on and praying on and affirming as our life. What I affirm in your life right now, for each and every one of us, I affirm perfect health, perfect healing. I affirm that this perfect health is taking place right now. I declare that perfect health is the reality of the day, and that each and everything taking place right here, right now, is taking place exactly how it's supposed to take place for each and every one of us to grow and expand and experience the perfect love of God as perfect health, as perfect finances, has perfect peace. I affirm this right now, that we are living in a divine life. And this divine life is always filled. What is this divine life filled with? It's filled with what I choose to fill it with. What are we choosing to fill our lives with? Are we choosing to fill our life with love? Or are we choosing to fill our life with fear? These simple choices that we make define our now moments. As I move forward, knowing that thoughts are things, I know that I take any thought that is not a thought towards the divine love, that is not a thought in knowing that everything that's taking place on this planet is happening so that we can expand into being a more compassionate, more loving, more caring oneness on this planet. I know that all things are working for me. I know that God, lifing, it goes ahead of me. It provides me with all I need, even when I don't know I need it, even when I think it's not what I need. It provides all I need before I ever even know or even think I possibly needed it. I am the living, breathing co-creator with God, in God. I get to create the world and live in the world that I choose. Yes! Your world revolves around you. Not in a selfish way, but in a glorious way of knowing that each way that the law works individually in our lives, and where we put our energy, that is what we create more of. What am I creating today in my life? Am I creating a world of love? Or am I manifesting a world of fear? So many people say, well, in these times there's a lot of reasons to be afraid. In these times, we got to do this. In these times, we got to do that. And I say, in these times, I need to be the love. In these times, I get to be the love. In these times, I get to see the love looking back at me with eyeballs of everybody I meet. I get to choose. Choose with me. Choose love. I give thanks for the amazing spiritual power we have to create our world around us. I give thanks that the truth to these words of where we go and what we choose to be is our superpower. That's right, baby. I give thanks for that. My thanksgiving extends out to every place and every corner and every spot on this planet. And in my thanks, in this moment of infinite gratitude, I let it go. I release all that does not serve me. I let it go into the big love, the big yes, the big you got it. And I say, and so it is. Amen. Jennifer, I affirm that where your mom is, God is now as your mom and as everybody that is taking care of your mom, if indeed she is, well, as we know, she is being taken care of, because we all are. Prayers for your family, Nicole. Prayers for your 2 sons and the rest of your family. Nicole wants to relocate to Berks County, knowing that the abundant life will provide all Nicole needs. Perfect housing, Betsy. The fire hose. Narissa. Celebrating life with your godbrother. Yes. Holding you in the strength and warmth. Yes. Great. I guess Tony is transitioning, knowing that where Tony transitions to, there is no beginning, no end, and Tony continues in this love that is the love of everything. Continued prayer for love, peace, and wholeness. Yes, Lenoris. I'll be going through all of these comments later on. As I said earlier, I got a pretty busy morning, so may not be going through them all right away this morning, but I will be going through them all. And just so you know and you hear it here, because I'm going to have to jump off, I love you, I love you, I love you. Be the love. Share the love. You are the love.